don't have to subscribe. Oh, I heard my voice.
Okay,
Come on. He was like, all right now.
I see people jumping in the chat. Yes, ready.
Let's go. We are live yet again after what, a year?
Yeah, it's been a year. A whole freaking year.
COVID.
Ooh.
You want to cut that down?
Thanks to COVID.
Thanks to COVID? Yeah,
Is
but
it
hey,
thanks?
it's good to be back. You said what?
Is it thanks?
Is it thanks?
Right. Not sure about that.
All right, before we go further, let's do this. Everybody who's watching, if you're in the chat, can you let us know if you can hear us properly without any type of feedback? Let us know if you can hear us. Can y'all hear us?
Oh, dang, it's hard now.
If you're in the chat, just give us a thumbs up or something if you can hear us.
Let's see.
Yeah, we just
We
want
just
to
want
make
to
sure the
make sure you
sound.
can hear us
Yeah.
well, make sure the sound is
definitely
good.
like-
We know you can definitely see us because we
I
see,
think there's a
we
lag.
can see that.
Oh, this is cool.
If you can hear us, let us know. Can't hear you. Oh, okay, that was you. Okay. Just let us know you can hear us, but we'll go ahead and proceed. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's been a
We
whole
got a
year.
yup.
We got it.
Yeah.
Back and better.
COVID
Thicker
happened.
than ever.
A little COVID bit. But we back with it, you know.
Yeah.
Good, real conversations.
Yeah.
Hot topics. We have great people in the house.
Yes, yes.
Ooh.
We got Tessence in this corner.
Hello.
Ooh. Just say
Call me
hi.
T.
Tea.
Tea.
Like you got drinking tea. Yeah, Catherine over here.
I got my introduction.
We started already.
Thank you.
Are we on time?
I'm Catherine, aka Cappy, aka Katrina, Catherine, Cat in the Hat, Chatty Cathy.
What am I watching right now?
That's
Cat,
Chatty
True
Cathy.
for those that don't know, IG, but you know, so I'm here.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
All right, next is right there.
Hey, my name is Ernest, and you can catch my Instagram. It's Puffington Man. Yes, sir.
Huffington. I'm sorry.
Oh, damn.
Huffington Post.
I didn't think that about
Puffington Man.
Huffington Man. Well, I'm Netta. Yeah, that's my name. That's all I got for you. You'll figure out more about my personality as we talk.
What's your Instagram?
Netta SNG.
Oh, it's.
I'll put it in the chat. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And
Yeah.
I'm John, of
What's
course.
up? Of course, I'm Peter as well. But no, it's good to be back for real.
Yes, it is. It's been a long year
Right.
without doing this, and glad everybody made it through COVID.
Right.
First of all, so we have a lot to be
Thank
thankful for.
Thank God.
You know, and glad that y'all are tuning back in, and we're gonna keep giving y'all more material, more content, more live shows.
I just want to say, somebody said shout out to Iron Woman in the cut. I don't know who's Iron
Who's
Woman.
Iron Woman?
Oh, that's me, y'all. You know.
Oh God!
Iron Woman.
I know who said that.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna move.
Wow.
Let's go ahead and jump right through it. As usual, we have a lot of topics. But before we get into that, again, if you're watching, we want you to go ahead and share the link with your friends who you know would be interested in conversations like these.
Yes. Do that.
Share the link with them, your friends, family, brother, sister, one of them. Just share the link with somebody, so we have them watching and so they can contribute. Again, if you're watching and if you don't have the chat feature, then go ahead and go straight to YouTube. You can search for cTalkTV and then you see the channel pop up and you see the live. Or if you have the link, just click the link and open the link in YouTube so that way you can chat and interact with us, ask us questions. If you have somebody on here that you know and you want to ask them a question directly, this is your time. This is your moment.
Don't text me.
Go ahead and shoot it out to them. And yeah, hope they answer. But other than that, we'll go ahead and move forward with it. We have some good topics.
Yeah.
I'm glad everybody agrees.
Me too.
We have some really, really good topics today. We'll go ahead and jump to the first one.
The first one's fire.
Like.
I don't think we're gonna talk about anything else.
What is really wrong with a woman proposing the question to a man? Let me take it back. What's wrong with a woman getting on one knee?
Everything.
The floor is dirty.
I'm sorry.
They already started.
What's wrong with a woman proposing to a man? Like, what's wrong with it? What's the deal? Like, I think it's normal. I think it's. No, it's not normal.
Oh,
but
I'm
I think
like, wow.
it is. You know why it's not normal? Because it's what we used to. Because it's what has been happening. That's why it's not normal.
Wait,
But
what
it's
do
nothing to
you
say.
used to people, women proposing?
No, I'm saying it's what we're not used to as a
Oh,
society.
Yeah, that's why it's not
That's why it's not normal.
Okay, got you.
to us,
Correct.
Yeah.
But what's
Because-
the difference between a woman proposing to a woman?
Actually, I have the same question.
It's the same question.
It's
It's no different.
Exactly.
But
It's really not the same though. I mean, it depends on the gender. Like, you know, if it's a,
true.
if like you said, a woman proposes to a woman, it's not really like a, you know, it's if it's not, it's a different dynamic. You know, this is what I'm saying. It's a different dynamic. A man and a woman is supposed to, you know, that's how things are. You know, if it's a woman, it's a balance. It's not really like, you know, I don't know.
No, but there's still a dominant trait
Yeah.
trait for women, and man,
Man.
man.
Yeah.
So,
But even
How do
men
you-
and woman, because your woman could be more masculine than you, can have more masculine energy than you.
True. I just
Right.
feel like the
Same
videos
side.
that we've been seeing are women. I don't know these women, but they man say, "Oh, baby girl, I'm gonna get on one knee one day," and that one day turned into a couple days, couple months, and she's like, "You know
Couple
what?
years.
Cause look at what's that Love and Hip Hop guy, Chrissy or whatever, Chrissy. Oh, dang, Jim Jones.
Oh, Chrissy,
She
yeah.
did it. She's still engaged to the day 5 years ago.
oh, she proposed to him?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see
So
that.
I'm not saying this is everybody's situation.
They get married
but-
how long?
It seems like a
They've been engaged.
That is different
She
though.
got on one
because-
knee, and 5 years later.
It seems like a force when a woman does it. That's
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, okay, if a woman has to propose to a man, then it's like, is he really ready for that
Right.
step?
And he's not.
Is she forcing him? Is she pulling his hand?
Why are those the questions though?
But that's the way society thinks of it. Because when a woman knows when she's ready, she's gonna be ready.
Yeah.
But a man, y'all, not saying that it takes y'all longer, because sometimes it does take y'all longer to adapt to certain things and express yourself and do all of this. But when you're ready, then you know, because there's some men who are ready for it, but then some who don't know how to love and who take minutes to
Right.
Yeah.
get into that position, you know?
Right. So that proposal act in itself. This is don't quote me on this. It's just my thing is this. So in society we're like, oh, it's the man's job. That's period. That's how we feel, right?
If you're like more of a traditional
Yeah.
view,
Yeah.
yes. Like people have modern, like mixed modern traditional views,
Right,
right?
right.
And it's like case by case. Me personally, I will swallow a jean jacket before I get on the beat. Like I'm not doing that.
I'm not
jean
even on
Because
That's-
I will
She
sweet
said a
sand out
jean
off the
jacket.
beach. Like I will not. But it was kind of like, cause think about it. If I propose to a guy and he say yes, I'm like, so fine babe like me, you waited for me to go and buy you a ring, and then he said yes. I don't like that. And then if you say no, it's over.
Okay,
It's over.
I just want to get in your head for a little bit. Just
Yeah.
a little bit. So, what does it take away from you? Just asking. If you decide, and this is
Good question. I have to answer
Oh, hold on.
I didn't answer
Before you answer. This is me assuming that both of you have had a conversation, and you know you guys are both ready. Whatever. Let's just say y'all don't talk about who's doing it or not. Because you're gonna say he's doing it. But if you do, what does it take away from you as a woman? And again, just that act in itself. Let's not add that makes you the man now. Like, just that act, proposing and done.
Okay, that act for me symbolizes. So I don't know if I can say what exactly it takes, but what it represents to me. And it's kind of like I like a guy to court and romance me. I like the grand gesture, and I don't want the grand gesture to be in the presence of you messing up, like you cheated on me and now you bringing me flowers. No, I want to be like, I'm going to show you how much I love you and that forever is something we can do, right? So for me, that's what I want to see. So if I have to do that, because typically men don't show that kind of emotional kind of side. They're like, oh, I gotta be macho and pump the iron in the gym and stuff like that. You know, it's nice to see them be normal, because it's normal to have emotions, but society makes it seem like men, yeah, not y'all, but girl, do your thing. So for me, that's what I like to see. I need to know that you can be intimate and sensitive and thoughtful, because like, you know, the proposal takes time and intention to like actually do. So when I feel like if women can do it, like I feel most women can propose. I don't think we're incapable of it. I think we will do excellent proposals.
I don't think we should.
But exactly, that part.
There's actually a lady that, you know, caters to ladies, you know, setting up proposals for their husbands, and they've done a pretty good job.
Well, they're going to hell. So this is how I feel. Honestly, do not.
Oh my
A woman
goodness.
should never propose to a man. I feel like we as women, we already have the capabilities of doing everything. We will care for your children, we will feed you, we will clean, we do all this kind of stuff.
Not all women, but
And-
I hear what you're
Good
saying.
point on
But
this
I mean,
chat.
true, but it's, we were raised to think and believe that this is what we're supposed to do as a woman. So,
Somebody has a good point on the chat. You seen it?
It's
It's a good one.
Man, I gotta read the comment.
so I just don't feel like a woman should do that. If I were to do that for a man, then I feel as if like I'm handicapping him. That's just my own personal opinion. Like I am handicapping him. If he cannot have the balls to kneel down on one knee and ask me to be his wife after we've been dating for more than 5 years, then I just can't deal with that. I mean, I don't know. That's just me.
Is that your limit though, 5 years?
No. I'm just throwing out a number.
Okay.
You know, but usually, you know, women in their early 30s or late 30s are ready to marry. So within 2 years, they actually expect to.
Yeah, because they're trying to have kids, which is a
But
whole
it's
story.
actually-
But
It's about
Why
like
do you have that opinion?
But so-
That's what I'm saying. Why?
which opinion? Because I think I said a lot.
Opinion of if he doesn't do it, if he doesn't have the balls of him just doing it in general.
Like I
And
feel
even
like
the
me
ultimate-
handicapping him
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I was raised to believe that a man is supposed to take care of things and make certain life decisions. And so I feel like, again, like one of y'all said that, you know, we're always ready. We are ready when our first boyfriend, we say, I love you. We were ready then. You know what I'm saying? Yes, come on. We were ready then.
Oh, love the
You
first
know,
Can
but
we get
you
an
know, I
Can we
mean,
get an
some of us
amen?
are ready. But what I'm saying is that, like, it takes a long time for a man to express his feelings, his, you know, maybe sometimes his value for that person, and especially say I love you. Usually when a girl says I love you to a man, they're like, oh my God, red flag, red alert, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Like, should I back up? Because I'm scared now. Now she's probably thinking about marriage and children and the house and all this stuff, and I'm kind of broke, you know? So I feel like that's a man's mindset, and a lady kneeling down to ask for his hand in marriage, it's just throwing everything in the trash.
What if you don't do that? What if
Yeah,
you
what
just-
if they talk
Because
about
the
it?
truth about it is,
But you gotta talk
and
about it
we're
at
gonna
some
tie
point
to this.
to agree.
Yeah.
The truth about it is, when this conversation happens,
So
the
she's sitting
woman
down
brings
and
up,
asking?
that's them automatically saying,
Because
hey,
I don't want to say manipulate y'all, but we put it in y'all mind like it's really
You can
y'all
say
idea, but
manipulate.
it's us.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, you want to get married? Like, okay, what are we doing this for? Like, what is our intention on dating right now?
But I just feel like
Right,
they get
that's what I'm
complacent if you don't start probing those questions from them, because there's like, I don't know.
What if
like,
it's the other way around?
if he was,
If the man wants to get married and a woman prolongs it, we don't think about that because there are women who don't want to be like, no, we good doing what we doing. As soon as you put a
Woman-
title on it, that's
But-
it.
Yeah.
Boom, it goes to shit. You
But
get
there's
divorced
usually
again.
reasons why a woman prolongs it though, because I'm sorry.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because so I've had like maybe like 4 friends that have that declined their proposal, and I would ask them like, well, why? You know, this is your love of your life, blah blah blah. And she's like, well, because I don't think he's fully ready. I don't think that he's capable of being the man and the husband that I imagine us to be. So I know, so I was like, bring him over here then, because I'm trying to get me.
So why date, if they know that going in, why date them for so long?
No.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they're like, so usually they're in a situation and they're trying to make the relationship better. So for some of these women, they're like, okay, we haven't reached that goal for ourselves that we are ready to like,
Right.
you know. So
Yeah.
I think that was what their response was.
Want to say something?
no, go.
I was gonna jump into the chat. so-
yeah, because I got some
Okay.
good
Yeah,
comments.
yeah.
The first one, let me jump to where is she?
Like, I'm nosy.
So basically, Chica says, and this is her referring to your statement, Nana. You said that about men being, you want to see if they're really emotionally available for the proposal.
Yeah.
Blah. So she says, is that what we really want to do? Is that what we want? She says, are we only trying to encourage men to be emotionally available just for the proposals?
Yeah, so I think it was
Right.
misconstrued as I said it. So that better not be the first time I see him emotionally available.
Okay.
This is just throughout the whole time.
Okay.
And this is just a continued representation of that, because like there's a standard that you have with whoever you're talking to, and you want to see that they're able to maintain that. Like I think it's easy for guys to be emotionally available when they see you and you looking real good and they start spitting that sweet game and they compliment you, they open your doors and stuff like that. And then 3 months later to be like, all right, you here now, so just relax, babe. Like, don't be too loud. Like, it's easy for that, but like, it's nice to see it consistently go on. Like, I find commonly that more women are willing to do like cute romantic things for their boo and stuff like that. And very seldomly do I hear as much guys do it, but I do hear a lot of guys do that actually. I'm gonna say that. But it's kind of almost like, oh wow, it's like, yeah, good job, give him a gold medal for doing like. But when girls do it, it's like, oh yeah, of course, girls always do things like that. So I'm like, when you propose to a woman or a man, when a man's proposing to a woman who does that, just another representation of it. Doesn't mean that is, if he doesn't do it, he's not emotionally available or that he's not in tune with his emotions. But it's just nice to be like admired and show that they're loved. Yeah, to just be that vulnerable with somebody. So like that's not the first instance, of course.
Jump to another one, and this can lead into the next, not the next time, but more conversations.
Yeah.
So, Old Love, I don't know what that, but Old Love is the name of the person. She says, what's the difference between a woman giving a man an ultimatum
That was a good one too.
Yeah,
and
that
a
was
deadline to propose, and her proposing herself?
Yeah.
So,
Because at the
I know
end, it seems like
yeah.
you're proposing to yourself,
Yeah.
but you're having
Yeah,
somebody
I mean,
propose to you.
dude, he's an actor.
It's like-
he's just coming
He
in.
is there.
Because
Right.
the thing is, like, women think about marriage so much in terms of like from when you're young, and you look forward to the day, the proposal. Like you guys, not all women, but from what I hear, most women go into like detail of how they want that
I mean,
day to
society
be.
kind of probes
So
us too, but
what that leads me into like just the mind and the thinking. Like if that's what you're thinking, then that's what you're gonna attract, and you're gonna, when you meet that person that you kind of like, okay, this is the person I want to be with, you're gonna start throwing those, okay. You're gonna start talking about the marriage there. You're gonna start talking about maybe the kind of ring that you want. You're gonna start talking about how you want your proposal to look like. You're kind of like,
You're proposing already?
yeah, like you're telling, no, seriously,
because
this
the
is,
conversation has to be had still.
yeah.
It's
the
not like mind
okay,
reading.
It's a conversation, but it's
Way
different from telling
different.
somebody, well, if you gonna marry me, this is how I want it to be, and
There's
that's
gonna
what
be a
you.
standard.
But I feel
I mean,
like if they've been with you for so long, they should know how to propose to you.
Yeah.
They should know what to do. They should know how to set it up. If I've been with you and we together, we locked in mentally too.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be like, oh,
And-
I
and
gotta
that-
pretend
but
to do this.
That's
and do
fine, but
that.
I'm commenting on,
Oh, true.
reflecting on her comment in
Yeah.
the sense of like,
I can see
You know.
how
Because
that.
I grew
Yeah,
up with
I
married,
agree. That was a
but
good
that
question.
don't necessarily mean I want to get married. My parents are still married.
what's that again?
I said just because I grew up with marriage, but that doesn't necessarily mean I want to get married.
Yeah, and that's why I make sure I said.
And then
I
like
don't
society
really-
and Instagram and social media puts a lot of
Pressure on
pressure
women,
on
yeah.
men to even propose. Like, oh, my friend did this. You got to come in a helicopter and
Yeah.
skydive and do
Right.
this shit
Girl.
and pop down on one knee and
Yeah.
we good. But that's not reality.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think-
so I'm glad
That's not
you said.
reality.
I think that's what's taking man longer to get to that point where
Yeah.
they're fully gonna, set up something that's gonna be reflective of what she wants. And,
The pressure.
that pressure. So nowadays, society definitely is making things,
Yeah, 'cause you're
take
seeing
longer
everybody.
to grow and everything.
I think people need to take their time in marriage anyway. Like, I think there's so many people rushing into marriage, and
Yeah.
there's
But
nothing
then
wrong
they
with
try
wanting
to-
what
then
you
they
want.
try to live their
But and this is my
singleness.
personal opinion. I just feel like people just rush because they see everything that's going on, and I mean, divorce rate hasn't gone down yet, so
It's been
you
up.
might want to take your time. But the real question, just to go back to the subject, is what is wrong? Like, what is absolutely wrong with the woman getting down on her knees?
I think
to
it's your prerogative.
propose?
Like,
Because I can't. The only other time a woman gets on her knees is to do something else. Why can't we get a different? Can't we have a different standard?
Because
Like,
John and Jill might be cooking pancakes and
Look at
Jill might
that.
just get down and
Come
wax
on.
and that be their
so I mean,
oh Lord,
yeah.
need some order.
Let's create a
I've been
different.
married for 50 years. I'm just saying.
So that's a variety you looking for.
I just saying.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
concern.
the only other time a woman gets on her knees is for So
To
what
clean.
is okay? Huh?
To clean.
Oh, you gonna mop on your own?
It's to pray. That's the only time
Oh,
pray.
you're right. You're right.
And that's
Again, like I said, to piggyback off of what I said, because no one wants to comment back on what I said.
No, before, I was gonna ask you, I know you can put your comment with that. I was gonna ask you,
Oh my goodness.
what does it take away from you if you decide to do it? So
Oh, yeah.
Because you like this person so much, you see it, but whatever it may be, what does it take away from you if you decide decide to propose to a wife? Does it take away what?
If I decide.
Yeah. What does it take away from you?
I can't. Okay, so I don't know if I can say what it will take away from me, but what it will take away from him.
Okay.
Because again, like I said, I'm the kind of person, if I have to do something for a man, like whether it's change a light bulb, I'm gonna think that he's not a man. So if I have to kneel down on one knee to ask my boyfriend to be my husband, what did God say?
Uh-oh.
He who finds
A.
wife
Finds.
finds a
Good.
thing.
Ten.
Not she who finds a husband.
See, the thing is,
Find
y'all
a
already
different-
found each other. You're just
Now we know
asking the
it's not
question.
literal.
But that's the problem though. So that's the problem. And I wanted to say this earlier. If a man is not ready to get married within whatever time frame, I honestly feel as if like 5 years, instead of 3 years is enough to know somebody. You know, if he's not ready to get married within 3 to 5 years, don't get into a relationship. Don't do it. Just don't do
But you
it.
love it, girl.
What the
That's subjective.
what that
Well,
do?
That's
but can you
subjective, though,
really
right?
say you know someone in 3 years because you're learning yourself every day?
That's
So can
true.
you really
Yeah, but
say
you
that's
know
true?
enough to
But-
comfortably go into that journey.
Right.
Like,
And knowing that this person might want to get married one day.
and that's assuming you went in with the intentions too, because like it can be a surprise after the fact.
She made a very good point though. She's like, that's assuming that person is gonna want to get married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't want to assume with somebody you dating. Just ask. That's me personally.
Up front, like,
Yeah, like I mean, maybe not on the first
But
day, hey, talking about marriage, but like after you see it's like, oh, this is becoming
What are your
serious.
intentions on this?
What are your goals? Where do you see this
But
going?
I feel like people only ask when they're approaching their 30s. When they're early
What?
20s,
Oh, wow.
serious teens, early 20s, no one's asking. When we're approaching our 30s now, it's like, okay, if John wants to holler at me,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, well, you got a job? You got any kids, you know, or something like that. Or
Stable.
how long are you willing to get married? Like,
These
when
are
do you
people who
wanna
are
get
ready
married?
to get married, but you could get
Yeah.
married in your 20s or 30s. But I'm just saying, if I'm standing here like, if I'm dating a guy, I'm thinking about marriage, I'm looking for a husband candidate. Those are the kind of I'm going to move accordingly, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like obviously press him off the bat, like, okay, if you talk to me, you gotta be my husband. That's not how it works. But it's gonna be kind of like, oh, I'm dating to marry. Like I am trying to see somebody who's ready to like settle down. Da 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 da.
You know what I find so funny? Sorry,
Go ahead,
one more
go
thing.
ahead.
What I find funny is that lately I've been meeting guys where they're actually ready for marriage and they'll say it, you know. And so, for me, if he doesn't say it, then it's not his. Maybe that's the reason why he's prolonging the process of proposing. Maybe he wasn't really ready or whatever. I don't know. I just been thinking about that.
So if you're dating, and this is kind of like going off subject a little bit, but if you're dating a guy and he's a really good guy, but he doesn't talk about marriage,
If he doesn't talk about it, do I not have my own voice? I'll talk about it.
okay.
I'll bring it up. You know.
So, but if he's like, okay, so if you get the vibe that he's not ready, but he treats you right, does everything right, there's nothing wrong with the relationship. The trust is there, everything's there.
This is how I feel. I feel like, one, I want to say this before I make this comment. People never change. You know.
When
People
meet
do
them,
change.
meet
Hold
them-
on.
that's her opinion.
Like, this is my opinion. Like, I don't think people ever change. They get better at what they're doing, or whether be negative or positive, whatever. They don't ever change. And so I feel like every woman has the opportunity to choose her battles. You can find a man that is a cheater but has money. Which one are you? You're willing to stay with him because he has money. He can take care of the family. You can find a man who's so loyal but can't keep a job. You know, no man is perfect, and no woman is perfect either. But I feel like when this type of circumstances, you really kind of have to choose your own battle.
Yeah, I think you just accept them as they come. Because, like, I think a lot of girls find they start talking to a guy, they're like, well, I'm going to change him.
Yeah,
I know what I'm going to build him, build him right up, how I want him to be. And they get disappointed because they're
Yeah.
like, you're not conforming. And it's just like, because that's not who he is.
But you
You're putting
can't ask for something when you're not ready for it.
Exactly. So,
Right.
You gotta be ready for what you ask for. So if you asking for what's on your list and you not bringing that energy, you ain't
Yeah.
matching up.
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So before we roll into the next one, let's flip it. Let's bring it to the guys.
This
If a
was
woman
the best
proposes to
question,
you, if a woman proposes to you and she decides to,
Oh my
what we
God.
gonna do?
What we doing?
God's gonna do.
What we doing? I can't even do it.
Okay, let's act it out right now. Let's act it out. We're gonna act it out.
That's not why it's not coming though. It's gonna be like a weird experience though. So we gotta.
What you
It's
mean?
gonna be a weird experience. Like for the guy, he's gonna be like, "What?" I mean, it's not normal.
Wait,
Look at that.
sorry, I want to say something. Do you know what I thought about? The guy's reaction. He's gonna be like, "Oh my god, let me a ring." Is he gonna do that?
No, technically, I think what they do is they actually put their own ring and they give it to the he puts in there.
So he planned it with her.
I don't know.
This is getting crazier.
But what,
I mean, for me,
I wish we had
I
people
mean-
who actually propose.
I picture myself proposing, so it's hard for me to picture
A woman.
a woman.
But what she just surprised you? She just proposes to you. You just thought y'all going to dinner. There she goes, right there in Steak 48. Bow.
Well, damn.
But then,
Are we recording this?
But y'all,
Let's go have a talk.
right. We talk to you outside.
I mean, it will make me feel uncomfortable. Cause
Why?
It's just
Ooh,
not
that's
what I
good.
envisioned.
Oh, okay. But what's the discomfort?
you say, "Isn't it?"
Because-
No, he said that it's uncomfortable. So I said, what's discomforting about
I
it?
mean, just because the pages are flipped. Like I was supposed to be the one proposing, so it just feels.
So you
uncomfortable.
see that as a more a position of the man than it is a woman.
I don't think it takes away from my manhood.
No, I
If
didn't
that's
say
your
that.
question.
No.
Yeah, I don't feel
But
like
you-
it makes me any lesser than a man.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it's just not what I pictured. So I'm gonna feel uncomfortable.
Would you be okay
about
to
it.
say yes if you were ready to actually? Would you like go through with it, or
Are
would you
we
try to redo
recording
it?
it?
Because like I feel like a lot of guys say like, "What's the problem?" I'm like, if your sister did it, would you join in?
I was
If it
gonna-
was your daughter, would you join in? Would you be supporting it? Would you be happy?
To be honest, like, you good.
You see your sister going on one knee, you over here, man?
I was gonna tell guys.
You want your sister land on that knee?
Put your hand there.
But no, she got sneakers on.
Dude, as soon as she gets her this, I'm like, yo, we need a room. Like, we can't do this right now.
Wait, I have a question. So John Ernest and Peter actually too. So literally, like, put yourself as a father, in their shoes. Like, if your daughter comes to you and saying that, "Hey, Dad, I really like this guy, and I'm thinking about proposing to him," how would y'all feel?
I think it's empowering in a way because this is it's never been done. Maybe it has, but a long time ago, like
Yeah.
when we didn't even have social media to influence our thoughts like that,
Right.
But it would be something that's new, like that's coming back, and
So would you
It'll
be
be
okay
empowering.
with it?
I mean, if I know what this guy is capable of and what he's able to bring to the family,
So you would allow your daughter to?
We need a yes or no.
you need a yes or no.
Because we're talking around though. Like, is this
Yeah.
one thing
They're dancing around. Can the guy say
I'm
yes
not
or no?
contradicting
I don't know.
nothing
We do a survey.
He's moving with the flow.
Because I feel like
society.
y'all just want to definitely,
No. We get you. You're moving with the flow society, so we understand, John.
I'm moving with the flow of society.
Yeah, I mean that's what society is portraying right now, as if it's okay. I honestly think that our next generation, our children's children, are going to be doing that, and
It's gonna be like just anybody proposing.
I mean, again, like I just pray that my children don't do that. Shit.
I mean, I
So,
feel like
I
times are changing,
Yeah.
things are changing, and I feel like by the time we have kids or whatever, not something new is going to be happening then. And again, going back to when social media was not influencing anybody's thought process, when it was just family, your family come, the girl's family be the first one to spot you
Yeah.
and be like, yeah, I want my daughter to marry
Yeah,
a
that's
son. Like,
true.
and they do that stuff on the low, and you don't know how it happened. So it's one of those things where, yeah, they low key propose to the guy's family,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't no kneeling down and doing a formal.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Well, that's like
I
more
think
so-
in our society we put so much emphasis on the proposal in this current society, but like Peter just said, when families marry each other, it's a family marrying each other, not the individual. So the proposal doesn't exist for a lot
That
of
doesn't
people.
exist.
It's not a big thing. And then going to, I think you mentioned about the children's children, like in the
Yeah.
future. I really feel like there's going to be a less emphasis on the proposal. So you probably will see more females proposing to their men because it's like it becomes probably like a conversation.
But why do y'all
between
think
married
that?
men.
Like,
Not
what
the-
y'all been causing?
No, don't get me wrong.
No, as a society, we like
Evolve.
things get old.
Yeah.
Like if you
Yeah.
look at, you can't keep doing the same thing. There's got to be something else, and that's just how life is. So I just think that we are going to get to a point where this big elaborate proposal and all this kind of stuff is not going to be the status quo anymore.
Maybe
Right,
it'll be
right.
actual
Something else
marriage.
is gonna come out.
Maybe it'll be
Actually married, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because and that's true too. Because a lot of focus is put on the proposal and not the fact that, okay, we
Personal
gotta
preference.
live.
And there's cultures
We gonna
that do
agree to
that.
disagree on
There's
that.
cultures that allow their women to get on their knees in front of.
Yeah.
Besides the sexual way, you know, the other like we're talking.
I know you happy. That's what you want to do. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
do
I'm not in
things.
y'all business.
Yeah, I'm
You're not
trying to
in your
film. I'm a double
business.
tap on Instagram. It's cool, like whatever.
Cause who's to say they may?
You talking to me?
won't last
I ain't
as
getting on
long
my
as
knees.
The other way around.
I just know that one thing. I know that if I have to do that, I'm gonna say, hey babe, would you marry me for wasting my time? Like seriously, like if I have to literally go on my knees to do that, then that's it. Like, oh, that's it.
I mean, that's
marriage
your
don't
opinion,
last.
and that's fine, because
Yeah.
you've envisioned your life to be a certain way, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, if somebody else does it, I don't think that we should judge it.
Oh, no,
Like,
no,
I don't
no,
want to be
that's
judging
fair.
somebody that's, like, that's their life, and that's what they decided. Like,
Yeah, they can do
whoever
that.
she's proposing to, that's their dynamic. And
Yeah.
maybe he
Exactly.
was expecting it.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't know.
Actually, if
And that is, they can do that over there. And we're gonna clap, and we're gonna double tap, and
we're gonna keep it moving.
We keep it moving.
Okay.
Maybe it does affect the relationship later on. Like, you know.
It will.
Look,
That's why I proposed to y'all.
I've been doing it.
I'll see her yet.
See that happen.
That's it.
You want me to mow the lawn too? Like what the fuck? I just
I put some gas in it.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I kept saying, look at the act as the act itself, and don't tie it to some type of role, gender roles, gender.
Yeah.
Just look at the act as the act itself.
Yeah.
And let's leave it at that. You know.
Okay.
But yeah, they're telling us I have to move, so we're moving. Go to the next topic.
I know.
This one's a little, but we're gonna read it out. My best friend wants to get a BBL. If you don't know what a BBL
Don't
is,
do
I think it's called a Brazilian butt lift.
You are correct.
But her boyfriend asked her why she wants the surgery. She says she's doing it for herself and her self-esteem. He's upset because he has never complained about her body and actually loves it. He believes she's doing it for someone else. Should
He's
his
insecure.
opinions matter?
He need to fix his
Quick.
insecurities.
So did Brazil start the butt list? That's why it's called Brazilian butt list?
Yeah, I don't know about them.
I don't know about their
We don't know.
relationship,
We have no idea who named
I'm
what
going
and
first on
why.
this one because I'm in fitness and I own my own fitness company, Fitz and Tea.
Ayy.
And I believe like that's the last resort if that's what you want. If you have not tried anything else, if you have not tried working out, if you have not tried doing certain things to look at yourself differently, then do the surgery. But I do know people who's done it and who have done certain surgeries and that's what they want to do, cool. But I just don't like when that's the first thing they go to because it's such a quick result, but you still mentally are going to feel the same because you haven't done the internal work for the outside work.
Yeah, for sure.
So you really need to dig deep and be like, why do I really want this?
Yeah.
So let's hit the nail on the head. So why is she doing the surgery? She's doing it for she's
I
doing it
feel
for
like
her
it's-
self-esteem. And what's really affecting that self-esteem? Are
I
people
think
looking
it's
at her
social media.
a certain way? Social media.
It's
but,
social media.
But he has a boyfriend saying, "Hey, look, babe, I like you the way you are. You're perfect in my eyes. I don't think you need any type of."
What if it's not social media?
It could not be.
So
But-
that's what I'm saying. So what?
I mean, she can want to do it because she just wants to do it. That she desires that look, that physique or whatever. I don't think it's to like disregard the fact that he adores her. But when people look in the mirror, they are their individual self and they have their own internal thoughts. And if they're not satisfied, it's really hard to overcome it. Particularly if you think there's a way to get over it with a BBL, and then your boyfriend's like, "Oh no, girl, I like you as you is. We don't gotta do that." And she's like, "But I'm not happy." So it's just kind of like, at what point are you gonna allow that person to do what they want to do?
Well, I guess again, at what point? What determines your happiness? Is it what people are seeing on you, or
It depends. For everybody, it's different. Some people take a lot of worry about, oh my gosh, when I go outside, what people are going to think. I know people that do not care.
Yeah.
If everybody's shouting at them, they don't care. They're gonna do what they want to do. But everybody's different. So for her, it could be a various things or a accumulation of different things that are making her feel that way, and that she wants the BBL and have that look. It could be Instagram post. It could be the gym taking too long, even if she is seeing slight results. But it's a gradual process. It's a delay in gratification, and BBLs are an instant gratification. But from my understanding, you still have to work out and maintain it. So it's just kind of so if you don't have that internal, the exterior still goes to waste. So it's all depending. That's how I think.
Okay, I'm gonna have to talk about the man projecting. I feel like it's selfish of him to say that he thinks she's doing it for somebody else.
Yeah, I think that's
Like
projecting
what?
for sure.
Okay, a woman, we're allowed to feel comfortable in our own bodies. We're not just serving you; we're serving ourselves too.
Period.
Okay, but no, for real though. Like I feel like for him to project his insecurities on her is just it's foul play, if you ask me.
Why do you say he has insecurities? So
Because he just said,
It's for someone
let's,
else.
It's for
yeah, it's for
someone-
someone else. Like,
It's kind of out of pocket.
why can't it be for you, babe?
But,
He gonna enjoy
but
it.
he hadn't told her that.
But
He likes
but
her
then
the
he's
way
being
she
selfish.
is.
He's not understanding how she's feeling.
She's missing some confidence that she's looking
Right,
for.
and he clearly ain't providing it. He's not
Oh,
doing
well,
something right to
what
make her
about
feel like that.
But he
So-
literally just said,
I like you how you are.
how
Okay,
you
but the
are.
thing is that we don't really know the details of this.
We
of
don't.
this
Well,
topic
yeah,
because-
and that's fine.
Yeah, we just
I'm
going off
going
what we
off
have.
what we know.
because I feel as if me putting myself in her shoe. If I'm thinking about doing some work on my body, maybe I'm thinking I'm not getting enough compliments from my husband. Maybe my husband is looking at somebody else, or he just happens to turn, or just me in general. Like I'm not really feeling myself, so I want to do this. Do I advise her to do it? No, I probably would have children and all that stuff, and then do a mommy makeover. But I feel as if, like maybe she's just not getting the esteem that she needs at home.
So
But why
even though
does
he's
someone
saying
else
that
have to
she's,
build her self-esteem?
But
Why
why-
can't she? Because it's self-esteem.
uh-huh.
Just because 35 people
You're
say
right,
you're fine, don't mean that I internally, oh, I'm fine. You might look at all the
But
whatever else.
we're talking about in the house though, right? So
Yeah, but if he's
usually-
saying I'm complimenting her on her body, right, like how she is,
Right.
how do we know he's not, no, babe, you don't need that, just come do this, do that. Because how we know she's not eating wrong, or she's not doing
Right.
this, or she's not, her friend just went and got one, they got a nice little package going on
They
in
do.
Dominican right now. They might have different, or he's like, you just go, you didn't even try the gym yet, like, just go and try things, because
Yeah.
it's
I
so
just think
quick
he could
results.
encourage her to be like, hey, I really like how you look, I really adore you, da 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 da. But to say like, hey, don't do it, and if you're doing it, you might be stepping to the side. I think that's manipulative
That
because.
part,
Hold on.
Yeah, I just think it's a bit manipulative because it's like, I mean, from what you say, as I'm taking it just plain, it's just like, hey, I'm missing some confidence, and I really just want to have this bad body that I imagine for myself, and I want it, and he's just kind of like, girl, you good? Like, you don't need that. Like, who you trying to impress if you're not trying? If I'm impressed, who else? It's just kind of like, it seems a bit manipulative in that kind of way.
Yeah.
That comment, that part. His concern, fine, is valid, because I mean, that's her partner, but that little tidbit, I don't know about it.
Yeah.
So I connected with his concern because for me it's all about like safety. Let's just start there, because anytime you go under a knife, it's dangerous. It's a life. You're basically risking your life just so you can feel more confident by yourself. However, like she said, there are other ways to feel confident about yourself. So I mean, and I'm sure BBLs are life-threatening, right? Do we hear the?
Every surgery has their risks.
I don't know.
Are there bad stories?
I mean, anybody
like?
can, depending on who the person is, we don't know their health risk.
Yeah, I mean,
We
that's what I'm
don't
saying.
know
Everything
their-
has a risk.
Everybody
and-
different
yeah.
sizes. Some people have fat that they can do the stuff, and some don't have a lot. So it's like a lot of different factors because everybody's body different, blood type, all types of different things.
Mhm.
We don't know what they got
Okay.
until they go under.
Yeah, I guess for me personally, like reflecting on this, like, do you really need to take this risk just so you can get self-confidence? That doesn't make sense. And yes, if I tell my girl, look, you look beautiful. You don't need this. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. You are great the way you are. And my words and my feelings don't have some kind of effect on a decision that she tries to make. It's gonna make me feel a certain way. So it doesn't mean that, I have issues.
What do you say?
No, go ahead.
So like, what do you mean by like what you say don't have an effect? Because like, if I say I want to do this and you're like, no, how much effect am I supposed to show you before?
No,
I can-
but we're talking
You
about
know-
like this is different though. This
Yeah.
is a surgery to
Yeah, I know
get
it's a
something
surgery. So
done.
if you're saying health, I can open my ears and listen to that. Like, okay, yes,
Yeah.
every surgery has their own risk and stuff like that. And a lot of people do things that alternate their appearance, whether it be braces, haircuts, wigs, clothes,
There's nothing wrong with
BBLs,
that.
whatever. It's nothing wrong with it. Obviously, the risks vary with
Yeah.
each one.
Right.
But it's just kind of like, it's just a confidence thing. Like, I mean, I honestly, the BBL thing, for me personally, I just really wish it never became a thing, because I think people are really pretty, and these like unrealistic standards of beauty are really just killing women. And not like literally, but just like most of their emotions, their confidence, their self-esteem, to like get to this like look, this front page magazine look, and that person doesn't even look like that in real life on the front page magazine. So for me, I just think it's just like whatever. Because people are just pretty. Like, I mean, you know, I remember the days. Not that I'm old. But
remember the
you know,
days.
I'm 29. I'm not that old.
Let's run through some of this comments and let's run through some of them. So Olaf again says his comments make it seem like there is no way she could want something for herself. It must be attached to a man by force.
Yeah.
That decision can't be hers alone.
Thank you.
So it's
That's what I was saying.
manipulative.
But also, I feel I kind of second what he's saying. Besides the fact where he said, "Oh, you're doing it for other men," I see his concern.
That's what I agree too.
I see his
I
concern.
agree.
Like, and also what he said, as far as if
Where
I
does
say
that come out
something,
of?
if I feel like again, it's a marriage, right? It's a partnership. If I'm doing something and you have a concern, I'm gonna listen to your concern. If you're doing something and I have a concern, you should also return.
But why
that
would you
energy
think
to
that
me.
you're doing? Yeah, she's doing it for other men.
Again, like I
Like-
said, let's put that aside.
Okay.
I don't necessarily agree with that. Which it could be though. You don't know.
We gonna talk.
Hey, but listen.
I know you're saying that.
Catherine,
You
it
too.
could be though. What happened with Aisha Curry when she had that
That's true.
comment
Someone
about?
did say it.
Yeah.
about
She started thirst
it
trapping
was
too.
low key that she said
Yeah.
she didn't.
Yeah.
The fans weren't, whatever.
Because what happens?
Women
if
have
you
concerns
get
too
it done-
about the men.
Yeah,
Like,
What happens
you know.
if he's like, yeah, babe, get it done, whatever you
It
want,
could
I
be.
got you, I'm gonna pay for it,
That's
and
true.
she still feel the same.
Yeah.
Cause then what? Well, I just wasted 10 bands on nothing.
Right.
You could've went to therapy. for
Right,
that and
exactly.
Paid your
Gotta
trainer up
fix
for
up.
a year. So it is. I do have people I've worked with who gotten surgery and they still feel that same
Yeah.
way. And we got to renew the background work. Like, okay, why would you even feel you had to get that in the first place? So sometimes it's really internal. A lot of people grew up that weight was their biggest thing. Their mom might have commented and they tried so hard to do it. And now
Yeah.
they get to that age.
Yeah.
They 23 getting BBLs. You ain't even fully
Yeah.
Right.
Matured. Yeah.
Nowadays they are. I don't know what they
Yeah, they
doing. What
develop
they
like
eating.
12.
That's
That's a different
that's
story.
a-
That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story.
Oh my
I'm gonna
goodness.
jump in this other comment. Alan says women want to look good for themselves. It's not always about a man.
That's true.
She
Yeah.
also says sometimes the self-esteem issues have nothing to do with men and attention. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh
for
yeah.
sure.
So where does that come from? If it's not men, if it's not attention, so it's just within the woman. It's just she
Yeah,
doesn't
it's just like this feeling of
something about
confidence,
herself.
and that's different for everybody.
Yes,
Like,
everybody's shadow work is different.
Yeah.
How you was raised, how people, how you take compliments, how.
I just feel like it's gotta be.
But you
something
don't have to
though.
go under the knife to get confidence. It's
Yeah.
plenty, like,
okay, first of all, when you go on that night, you get compliments. Let me
You
just
do
get that
what
out
works
the way,
for
'cause
you.
When people get BBLs, and like, I mean, not that you don't get it without it, but when people get BBLs and they be real nicely done. Or
I'm gonna just
whatever.
say this one thing.
What?
Kim Kardashian, whatever she did, that's trash.
Yeah. So we're not talking about the
We need that. That's trash. So I don't know what you're talking about.
There's only certain people.
Sometimes-
I was wondering if this is the right way, like thighs matching,
Like
it
they-
looks seamless.
let me ask you this: who's giving them the compliments?
Men and women. Have you
They're
seen those?
money.
If they're men and women.
Everybody out
If
there.
If you go to a girl's restroom in the club,
Yeah.
We
Oh,
so friendly.
why do you think it take us so long?
it takes a long time to be like, girl.
So the compliments are coming from women. What about the men?
That too. When
But
you
it's
walk
not
by, you
wrong.
can see men looking at you. You see women looking
But
at
is
you.
it a wrong attention? So which attention do you want? You want good attention or bad attention?
But what's
Because
good
you
and
don't-
bad attention?
Because you can get your body done, but then don't want men to look at you a certain way because now you look like a video vixen because you got everything
Yeah, just
done.
look
But
like
now you're like,
sex.
don't look at me
Yeah.
like that. But then that's how the energy you give.
Exactly.
So it can play two
Yeah,
different
yeah, it does
roles.
depend. Because I know some people whose body naturally is just like crazy.
Bomb.
And I'll tell them like, girl, like you always got people talking like, I feel like a piece of meat when I walk into the club. Because like people are just looking at me like a sex symbol, like
Yeah,
sex.
it's the
That's
jungle.
all they see. So some people, for them, it's just like, I don't like it. And some people get the BBL and like, whoa,
Yeah.
too much attention. Because
Yeah.
they don't know all that
They
comes
don't know what to do with it.
I
Yeah.
think Catherine has to say after she's done, we're gonna start.
My comment's gonna be better. Listen, if you wanna, if
Where you going?
Oh.
No,
no, you hear what I'm saying.
I do.
This is my comment. Don't. If you want a booty or some boobs, just get pregnant. And you'll be fine. Have a baby.
Yo,
But make sure the man kneels down and propose to you before you have the baby. What if that
I
ain't
thought you were
an
gonna
option?
say squats. She
Oh,
said
you can do
okay,
squats,
pregnant.
yeah. But what about
No.
That's not for all
No.
women, but okay.
Negative.
next comment?
Because I know some people that had kids, and did not get that.
And it's reversed.
He be ass
So,
out.
let's leave it. But
What
this,
the-
whatever we just talked about actually gonna jump into that one. So that's the one that says it's never. It was this lady complaining. It was an anonymous lady just said it's never okay for a married man or woman to put themselves in a position where other people start to thirst for them. So basically, it's never okay for a married man or woman, this means woman, to post their news and their half news on social media after they done got their body done, got the BBL. Now they want to come and be posing and be showing it all to the people. So this person says it's never okay for a married man or woman to put themselves in a position where other people will thirst over them. There are things that are only meant for your husband or wife.
So if we go to the beach, you want me to wear
A blanket?
a blanket?
Well, let's
Go
stick
to the
social
pool.
media.
No, seriously. I mean,
Party style.
So
we
let's
should have been a little
excuse
more specific.
No, let's
because-
excuse the beach. Yeah, you know, you're gonna expect that at the beach, but let's
Right.
stick to like social media and things like
But-
that.
Okay, so social media, okay.
Because I was gonna say,
Thanks.
if somebody's ink, like let's say they are a Sports Illustrated model or something like that. I mean, that's their income.
That's
That's
their
their way of
job.
making money.
Right.
So I mean, you have those situations where, yeah, I mean, you gotta expect it, but.
But there are some men and women who like do business together, and I see they do fitness, and the woman doing what she need to do, and he doing what he need to do, but they know what they're doing together. So you can't really say never.
I think it
on
becomes
that.
a problem when, let's say, for example, the guy meets me and I'm a secretary or something, you know, and then as we're together, we're married or whatever, then I decide to be an Instagram model. Then I feel like that becomes a problem because it's like, baby, you weren't doing this before. Now why do you want to show a little bit of nip in here, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think that's a problem. But if the guy has met the girl like that, he has to. I mean, that's.
You gotta know that. That's
But you
that's
don't
it.
think the husband or wife don't get it before it's posted on Instagram? That's how I was looking at, like, hey, babe, I'm about to post this, like,
That would
type
be
shit.
a perfect,
Perfect world,
situation.
But if it's her job, is she gonna be updating him every time? Hey, babe, I'm about to
I mean, it's all
post
about
this.
intentions.
Yeah,
Like, what are
yeah.
your intentions? Are you intentionally trying to be a thirst trap, or are you just living your life and doing what you do? You're making your money, or I mean, are you just enjoying your life?
That's true.
I
I
kind
mean,
of
it's
get from
really
the
just
comment
based
that
on
it's kind of
intentions.
like from, like, it's like somebody who's like you with this person and all of a sudden they're like taking like seductive sexual pictures, and it's kind of like, all right, babe, it's kind of getting, you know, it's kind of getting too spicy, and then they're kind of like, hey, I don't know if I feel comfortable with you being this sexy, whatever that level is, and that's what I'm getting from the comment, and so I think that's kind of like a sticky situation
never
because sometimes
okay.
girls feel confident being sexy, sometimes like, well,
And the funny thing is, this comment was, I can't remember, it was somebody who said it on national TV, and it was literally pointed at Cardi B, Kelly Rowland, you know, all these people who are married, have children, and they just want to keep flaunting and showing and doing random.
It's their job.
Oh, I got a comment. I'm sorry. Chica said something really nice. Oh, girl. I'm sorry. Can I do this?
Yeah.
How about you work on establishing more security in your relationship so you don't feel self-threatened? That's true, though.
That's easy to say.
And
but
why do we always keep falling?
we're human
Why
beings
do
and
we
we have
always keep
emotions.
falling on the part where men are feeling insecure and threatened? I
Because I
love
feel like
this.
when a woman feels really secure with herself, that threatens both men and women.
I don't know if
Because
it's okay because you're married to that person, so I think it's
You don't have
okay
to be
to
someone else.
openly
You're just
speak
comfortable
about your
being you. So
concerns.
sometimes that scares
Right.
people.
Because
you're married,
you flip it
you
too,
be
'cause some women have issues when the guy posts a certain thing and there's random girls thirsting over the picture.
That's what he do with them thirsting pictures. That's the difference.
See, that's another topic. That's another topic.
But it's the same thing though. But it's the same thing though. Kelly Rowland will post a picture of a nude and then all the guys in there like, yo, yeah, Tom.
She don't high five them in the comments either.
Okay, you don't know.
But we're
Not the comment.
No,
But
she's
she's
like
been
have
doing this.
millions
That's
of
her job.
followers. People been following over Kelly Rowland since she was 16 years
Right.
old. I know. Think of, okay, so you got a poppin' shorty, right?
Okay, yeah.
You
Okay,
you
yeah.
So then she start posting,
screaming.
like her and her girls going on a trip. And she posting all this, but you ain't seen nothing. She just, hitting the gram up. And it's just, so how you gonna feel?
I don't she does that from time to time. She goes on bachelorette trips. She posts a lot of
So
stuff
you
on her
that's what I'm saying.
story.
She posted like she
I trust her.
going. She breaking the internet right
I
now.
trust her.
Okay.
So I'm not tripping. Like she'll post.
So if it's flipped and you do it, you
Nah.
posted gray sweatpants and.
Oh,
It happens though. It happens. The thirst traps with guys.
So and that's exactly what I'm saying. If she does it, I don't have an issue with it because I trust her. I feel like I need that same energy.
Yeah.
When I do it, she needs to trust me and know that I'm not doing nothing. I'm just posting for posting. I can't control what all these other people are trying to do with my picture, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm saying.
So
The
why
same energy.
exactly? We can't control what the energy brings, but if we want to post, if someone feels comfortable in their skin
Yeah.
to post a bikini picture and she natural doing this and that's what she want to do, it should not be a problem.
No, I'm
At all.
with that. I'm with that.
Unless she just busting it wide open like, what's up? Like, then, that's between y'all. It's
I mean, I
like-
guess doing it too much can be a problem because if you're married and that's all you're constantly doing, like if I didn't meet you that way and you're doing it every once in a while, that's okay. But if all of a sudden you just
So what if it's her
blast
dream
them.
to just do modeling? And she y'all met, she get a gig, and then
I mean,
boom,
hopefully
she
I
become
knew
a
that
swimsuit model.
before
Yeah.
we actually was like,
Depends on the type of modeling.
yeah.
I think it just depends on the type of man, to be honest.
Yes.
You know, some men are okay with this, some are not. You know, it's a personal.
I mean,
Some people, I don't
can
say what I'm
see-
sold
I can
on.
see how, again, being a human being, I can see how, if you're doing it every single time, whether you've been on or you didn't know, whatever it is, I can see how you will feel a little jealousy, because she's gonna keep posting and and you're gonna keep seeing man. Yeah, and then sometimes you think, who was a photographer who took this damn thing anyway?
Oh my
You know,
God,
I'm just
that's
saying,
so funny.
sometimes I can see how you want to feel a little jealous of, like.
So for the guys, like, what is the concern when she's posting sexy pictures?
Second
Talk
time.
about- Thank you. And
Yeah.
she said, thank you, is that wrong?
Yeah.
Like, that's not
I just want to know what the guys think.
I'm gonna say this.
I just want to
There's
know.
absolutely no issues.
Okay.
if my
Or what
wife
do you think
decides to
other guys?
post.
Fine, you don't have no issues.
But let me get to it.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no issues with her posting. She wanna post. Of course, I know her. If one day she decided to drop a nude, I'm like, hello.
Hey, we're
I know she gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
What we doing?
what are we doing? But on the regular, she posts, I post a bikini on her story, all that stuff. It's
Okay.
your life. We have that relationship where I don't control what you do. You do what you do. I'll say, like, okay, that's nice. I put my heart and
Okay.
leave. I'm
He
not.
said something about a level. What
Yeah, the level of nudity, like what do you post at? You know, and if it's a certain level, let me get my input in, let me get my concern in, you know.
Do y'all know what the definition of nudity is? Like, we have on a bra and panties or a swimsuit, and y'all say it's nude.
Well, that's not nude.
Ain't no woman gonna, unless you're a porn star, no one's gonna expose her, like a wife expose her body like that on social media.
Do you want to say something?
He back there with
You can do something.
I mean, you're covering up important parts of your body, so
No, but I feel like that. I mean, swimsuit is not necessarily nudity on it, but in some way it is nudity because
It might be more nude if you're walking through the grocery store versus on the
Let's
beach.
consider,
So
what
it's like
about
where
the
you
pose?
are.
What about the pose? Like,
That's
what does your
yeah.
pose look like? Like, we all know content that's kind of like, okay, you're in a bathing suit and that's cool, but you're in a bathing suit and you're doing a little bit too much.
She in a
And
split.
you're seeking attention.
So
like,
what if-
we're intelligent enough to know when we're kind of like pushing. And then, it's, obviously, if the person's married,
yeah.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
that's
come
the
on,
main
that's
point, like,
that's a little bit
that's the
too
main
much.
point.
Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I guess I'll find out when I'm.
I mean,
Right. Okay.
Serious question. Would y'all be tripping like, would men be tripping like this if the lady was bringing in the money?
That's what I'm saying. If this is her job, there's women that's
What if she's
making more money
bringing
than
like?
Again, like I said,
Doing stuff.
even if a man has been used to this lady being a model, doing all these things,
It's
there's
gonna
gonna be
come.
a certain time where he will
Yeah.
see a comment or see something, or just we're human
That's
beings.
right.
As a woman, you feel the same way. When there's a constant comment by someone on his picture, especially you people know how to find one. If y'all see one woman under every picture of the man, you're not gonna comment him. I know y'all do that.
Am I blind? Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
Am I blind?
There's that.
Hey,
when there's
sweets. What's up,
when
girl?
there's that constant thing.
Yeah.
All the time, you wanna be like, yo, what's up? Tony
Yeah.
Rowland.
Yeah.
It's
So
a-
what about
Now,
that? When
see-
the man and the women are doing it together, and it's husband and wife. Then what?
Oh, well, they're doing it together. That's.
But you're still
So-
doing stuff with you're still showing stuff.
Yeah, that's a different level.
Well, the thing about
That's soft
it's
form.
one thing. It's one thing if she wants to do OnlyFans and I don't want to. It's another thing if they both doing. They're both doing.
Okay, well, what if she's doing and he managing?
Manage.
That's what
They had that conversation.
That sounds like a
Talked about
business.
it.
I don't
That's a
think
business.
I mean,
marriage.
right. He could- that's-
That's a business.
Okay, that's a whole nother time. Okay.
So
Okay.
somebody said there's nothing wrong with feeling jealous. It's how you respond to that jealousy, and I do agree with that. She
Yeah,
said that.
yeah, everybody got their feelings.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. So that
Chica's on point.
Yeah, that's.
Clap for Chica, everybody.
It says showing it, but
Love it.
damn on.
Posting money again all over the internet, but it's like, oh. I think we talked a good amount on that one. Do y'all want to add anything to that before we jump into the last topic?
Dump that one.
Yeah, that was cool.
If your man want to have an OnlyFans, what you gonna do?
Huh?
If your man wants to have an OnlyFans.
I'm gonna have it with him too.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: when y'all see, why is it that when some women see one woman comment under the man's picture like a love eyes, why does that
Why?
set y'all thinking?
Oh man, you
Why?
so.
We about to
Why-
get-
I really-
Wait, I want to because you guys
Excuse
are
because
saying.
women are so exposed.
I'm gonna start it.
Women
I'll leave it over here. Talk about when you done.
Let me piggyback on that. Why do y'all want to do that? But y'all over here saying, "Oh, it's okay if that was her job, it's fine. She can continue doing her news." She said, "Do you know what nude is? If you're wearing a brown swimsuit, it's
Okay.
nothing."
Talk about it's apple
But
oranges.
when your man, let me finish. But when your man posts a nice, fully dressed picture and do this on social media,
No.
and one woman and then she comes in and just put a hot eyes, and y'all want to break.
It's the same girl that's been putting heart eyes on every single
Maybe.
picture since 2000.
I'm sorry.
2016. Or she understand. Females know females. We know
Yup.
intuition. We
Yup.
can tell off of a picture who done did what. Literally.
Yes.
No, listen, when
Let
you
me tell
ever
you
with a
something.
woman, she say, don't do that, or you gotta go. Trust it, because
Yup.
she knows the
She
intuition.
But you could be wrong though.
No,
But not
it's less likely.
I don't know about y'all, but
Let me say this. So,
If it's the same one, I have a problem.
okay, I get that, and that's fine. If you see the same one, but again, remember what you said. What did Chica say? How do you respond?
Yeah, okay, so first, me personally, I tell you how I respond. I'm done for it. Nothing. Because if you now, two scenarios. If it's first instance, right? First time, he posts a picture, hard eyes, random girl, never seen before. I'm clicking her page. Most likely, they be private. And so then I gotta go see my man follow him. Oh, okay. Who's she? Oh, that's so and so. Yeah, we just met at insert wherever the hell they met. Okay, cool. Next picture. Heart. Too much.
okay.
What you loving? What's too loving that picture? No, I don't want that.
True story.
No, it's not.
You
Responding.
don't respond to her.
No, because when girls do that,
They know what they're doing.
they know what they're doing. So it's either he has already done something, whether he did it intentionally or not, on the initial contact.
Oh, because it's
To like lead it on, or there's something there. And most times in my scenario, something was there. Okay, like I ain't playing.
Okay, listen, guys, listen.
Go to the next topic.
I am petty as fuck. I'm sorry. You have a lot of patience, baby girl. Like, no.
No, I do have patience.
If I see her,
I like to be right.
okay, that's fine. If I see patience, if I see her eyes, if I see me, I'm creating my OnlyFans page too, and I'm doing my own little thing, and then I'm going to I'm petty as fuck. I'm going to post it. And I'm going to tag you inside of it. I'm going to make sure that you see that whatever is going on in your life, whatever, it's affecting me. This is how much it's affecting me. So I want you to feel my own pain too. So therefore, you will see everything that I'm posting. You will see all this.
See, that's too much work. Too much work for me.
No.
I'm not
Honestly, I like
work,
toxic.
'cause I need to
I don't like
know.
being toxic, but I like the pettiness.
You like
Yeah, no, that's too much work.
I
'Cause
see.
I'm not putting energy in anything that's already gonna be dead.
We already put energy right. Okay, look at
No, I asked
you.
I checked your page. Everybody's gonna tap the page and see what it is.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate because I have people who comment on my page and I do respond to them. And then when I had my boyfriend, he never said nothing, but I would just respond because it's engagement with my audience. But that's the reason why, because the more you comment, the more it goes up. So it's more of a business thing too.
Yeah.
So he understands that you're engaging
I mean, I
on
don't
it, so he
know
doesn't.
now, but like,
Okay, but back
I'm just
then-
saying,
back then-
but
I
back
mean, you
then,
can't really say
but
that
back
because when you
then-
met me, that's how it
But back then,
was.
when he posted his, and then the lady came and did that, and then
Because she was being petty.
How do you know that?
Because I know the situation.
But he was
He's engaging with his
No,
audience.
not
She
at all.
knows, she says-
No.
He's engaging with his
No, no,
audience.
no.
That's what
No.
He didn't comment back. She kept commenting, but I already knew the situation.
Oh.
So she was being petty because she seen me comment. So she tried to double back and
Girls will
comment.
do
These
that.
insecure
It be
women,
too
y'all need to
much.
stop this shit.
Yeah, it'd be too much.
Stop
So
it.
when it comes to social media, you have to understand. That's why I don't even follow people I date or anything, because I don't give a fuck what you got on your social media. Because at the end of the day, if me and you locked in, we locked in, because I don't care. Because at the end of the day, it's fake.
Women need to understand that if the man is not doing it on social media, he's going to do it outside anyways.
Yeah.
People are going to be looking.
We're gonna jump to the last question.
Don't have social media. who
We
do
got
it
a
outside?
good 15 minutes, so let's jump to the last one. Good conversations, by the way. You guys are amazing. Oh, he said 10. We'll
I
go
love
15.
the energy.
All right, let's jump to the last one. So, I recently joined a new gym, and I found out that my ex-boyfriend works there. He's really talented.
Why are you looking like that?
He's really talented, and he's a well-known personal trainer, and he's happily married with children. I want him to be my personal trainer, but my fiance has an issue with it. He says if I go forward with it, he will break up with me. What should I do?
Damn, this is a story of an insecure man. Like, again?
What you mean? You don't see where he's coming from? What you talking
But
about?
when you want your man working out,
He's married with kids.
It don't matter. You can still slip up and get in there.
Jesus
what? I'm sorry. Okay, flip the script, Catherine.
Yes, you
Your
can-
man and his
time.
ex is a famous word.
It ain't gonna work.
And she like, oh yeah, I wanna she fit, all that stuff, all that jazz, whatever. And he like,
Do
yeah,
this today.
we gonna fly.
We gonna work out together.
Who?
That's all. We gonna work
Well, we
out
did that
together.
when we was together. What we doing it for now?
Yeah. So you doing it because she's there? Because then that kind of proves the point that I'm getting at. Yes, it does.
You attacking me?
Just a little.
I know what go on in the gym. Look, I used to work in the gym. I know
Listen,
what
that
goes
gym
on.
on you.
Bend it over. Bend it over.
Don't comment on this, to be honest.
Oh my
Why?
god.
Because here's the thing. Because you got to think, when you have a personal trainer, that's your therapy. So
You
go
talking to
home
that person all
and
the
you vent
time.
to your ex dude about your new dude.
Oh man.
Hell no, that's not gonna work. Then he going home, oh, but I seen such and such. She would da-da-da-da, but, you know, they having problems. I might just slide on in there, you know,
Wait,
we
hold on.
still
So
good.
you don't mind having your ex who's already married and children?
It's the
You don't
No,
mind
she said she-
having him train
I don't
you?
She going with
That's the
him.
principle.
She said she gonna win him.
Okay, I don't mind, but I probably, I don't know. Well, the moment I start feeling insecure about it, I probably would go with him. But for me, it's all about trust. If I trust him enough, I can trust the fact that he
It's
won't.
too many trainers.
But don't you care
In
about
this
what
city. It's too many trainers
No,
in
I
this
think my
city.
thing is, but don't you care about what your current boyfriend, fiance feels? Don't you care about how he feels about the situation?
What do you mean?
Because you would go and have your ex be your trainer.
Oh,
But if
me.
your guy is
Oh,
saying,
okay.
if your current person is saying, look, I'm not comfortable with it.
Oh, then
Why does that have to look to you like he's what you said was insecure or something? That shouldn't be insecure.
I know, I'm a concern.
He's
Because
voicing a normal
around
concern.
and be, oh, my girlfriend tripping because
That
I
should,
was
you
train
shouldn't
on
be
my.
insecure for that. Because he's just saying, look, I'm not comfortable with you going to trip.
I just feel like,
fine.
how do you expect to move on into a new relationship, but you're entertaining your ex? Like, this isn't somebody that.
This is business. Y'all need to.
No, hold on. Come back to reality for a second. Hold on. Bring it back.
You can find business other way.
This isn't like, this isn't
That's
little
okay.
kids like, oh, you're my boyfriend, girl. No, this is somebody you were fully intimate with, and this is what I'm thinking.
And it's the
You're
last
fully
one.
intimate with,
The recent.
This the last boyfriend you
Yeah.
gonna have before you got in.
and then
Hell,
you're
I
gonna-
was thinking
it
about
doesn't-
support black businesses. But never mind. Damn.
Oh my god.
Why not we know?
I mean, and there's nothing wrong with supporting black business because you
Over
also
there.
want to have a healthy relationship. So if you're in a
Okay, no, you're
relationship,
right, though.
and this, for me, it's more than just like the whole personal trainer thing. It's like if you're trying to cultivate a healthy relationship, why am I entertaining something from the past? Like, and some people may feel differently about this, but like I've met people that are still friends, like interacting with their exes,
Yeah.
but you're in a relationship. Like,
I feel like this
It's
leads
just,
to
I feel like there's a line that, you know, people need to be conscious of. If you want something healthy and strong, you're trying to build a future with somebody, you can't be entertaining somebody that you were
Let's
intimate with in the past. Like,
let's
it's
take
just,
one piece out. Let's say she doesn't have a current fiance or whatnot. You think she
It's like
still
this
have
boyfriend
it?
and girlfriend.
Oh, we know
No,
Trey.
she doesn't have nobody.
exactly
She's
why
single.
you shouldn't.
I was joking.
She's single. He's married with children.
No, I wouldn't do it. But you're single.
The
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
oh, the ex is married,
But she's single.
not.
I wouldn't do it.
I mean,
I wouldn't do
Why is
it.
that?
Wait,
Just
what?
because you're single?
Yeah.
You said I'm single. My ex is a trainer that I want to train with, but he's married with kids or whatever, have a
Yeah.
family.
You gonna train?
okay, so
Not.
check this. I'm the trainer.
No, she gonna train.
What's my problem?
No, here's the thing though.
I'm not.
Because, okay, so we're married. I'm the trainer.
Yeah.
You're my wife. I'm training my ex now.
Okay. Oh, that's the position I'm in. I'm trying to figure out where
No, you are the single one. But he's using exactly.
No, she doesn't care. But she doesn't care. So now I'm like, no, you're my wife, and I'm training, and I'm training my ex.
Yeah, that's
but
different.
you're my wife.
Yeah,
That's
that's
different,
different.
right?
Yeah, because as a single person, you're just like, do
Whatever, right?
I really don't care. When I think I don't
A
care.
married woman's going to look at her husband and be like, "You about to do what?"
Most,
Exactly.
okay,
Yeah,
and I understand the
Peter.
married woman though, but the single person,
No, I'm saying his wife. If the trainer's married, his wife is gonna.
Yeah, no,
you about to train
makes
who?
sense.
Yeah.
Your ex.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly, that's a problem.
The single person, I
It's
mean,
the
people can do whatever they want.
It's the
The whole point of
principle
being
shit.
single.
I just think that honestly, it would be responsible enough if the ex, whether it be me or the ex or whatever, is a personal trainer, married with kids. I think that if my ex comes to me and say, "Hey, want to be a trainer?" Yeah, sure. You should bring your spouse along too. That's just me. As a trainer, I feel like as a responsible man or woman or whatever, to avoid any conflict or whatever, I think that he or she should encourage to bring this right. Let's do like a couples workout
Did you say
instead.
that if he worked at your job at your current job, would you quit? Did you make that comment, or is that a comment? I just see the comment, so I thought that was also interesting.
Depends on my
Because
position.
yeah.
Depends on my position.
Oh, that's another
That's a good
thing.
question,
So
it's like,
what if your
yeah.
ex gets a? She said she.
I don't know if you said it, but
What if
it's a
your
good
ex
topic.
Gets a job at where you work at the moment. Current.
That's not my business. Like, do you want me to quit my job because of my
Yeah,
ex?
you're right.
Yeah, that's a big. I think that's a bigger
That's
adjustment than like finding
okay,
another
we
trainer.
good. Like that's. I mean, I'll go my way, go your way. Hi, bye. That's it.
9
Like,
times out of 10, we're in a better position anyway. We probably have to hire them.
now, if your spouse now says, "Oh, okay, because you're expert, you get to leave," then that.
No, that's
Yeah,
that's insecure. Okay,
I
so.
have to see that.
But if you seek out to your ex and you know he a trainer and you know what he got, you just being petty and you trying to fuck some stuff up.
Yeah, I just don't
But
see
that's-
how of all
yeah.
the trainers in this world you find your ex. Because like I
I mean,
said
it's-
before,
That's what I'm saying.
Is it not a
dog? Hell no.
Is it not a large? All of people and people's
Instagram has
business.
you type in trainer, you
It's not a
got
dog.
50,000 people.
But not
No.
Christians, though.
You found one trainer.
One trainer, that's it.
The trainer found you now.
That's what I'm saying. It's a guy.
Exactly. It's not. Is it not a god?
It's a small world.
See?
It's not that small.
If I'm finding you a new trainer, he will put someone else in your position.
Oh man.
Or you better refer
There's
me.
no way.
Can you refer me to someone? This ain't gonna work.
Okay,
guys, thank you.
Sweetie, you want to get a Peloton or something.
I'm gonna do a
Get some
line
biking.
or something. We can't be in the same
Get a
room.
treadmill, sweetie. So if you can't find no trainer at that point, you gotta just do it
So
yourself.
Chica said, is it the only trainer there? Just save yourself the headache and pick a different trainer.
Yeah, I mean, especially
Because even if you don't do something, if the wife pop up, I'm like,
it don't matter.
Oh,
is
Right.
this your hour?
I know.
Consensus said train yourself.
Chica
Simple
said,
Train yourself.
That shit hurt.
Crazy.
Chica said it is insecure, but I don't think it's insecure though. If the guy has a legit feeling of,
I think the feeling is not insecure.
it's not insecure.
You were
I think it's a valid
on the road.
concern.
It's a valid
Because
concern.
it's kind of like, that's somebody from the past. You already been intimate with that person. I'm intimate with you. I'm trying to build a future. What we doing here? What's
Which
going
one
on?
is Unnecessary Tales of Moonlight?
Somebody said, he said, he said, let's avoid unnecessary tell about the other story. Like
Yeah.
let's cut the chase. You know what it is.
No, exactly.
Don't let your ex train you.
Trainer.
Right.
Too
No,
many
good conversations. Good conversations. Y'all want anything else y'all wanna throw in there before we round up?
Y'all propose to your man.
Thank y'all
Kudos.
for watching.
No, don't train with your ex.
Don't try with your ex. Bad advice. Like easily, there's no way that makes sense ever.
Last thoughts, last options. Ernest, wanna drop something? Last. Last, what's the word?
Women, please
Parting
don't.
words.
Women, please don't propose to a man. Don't do it, please.
If you do, tag us.
I'm dead. Right,
Yes,
I want to
please
see.
do.
I'm so serious. I want to see.
No, I honestly would like to see like 5 years moving forward, besides Jim Jones and Chrissy.
Right,
5 years
same.
moving forward, how the marriage went. I want to hear from the guy actually.
yeah.
Like,
I wanna hear from the girl
guy-
what made her do
People might
it.
actually
Yeah.
like, you know, tag people to be like, oh yeah, she did, and see how they still.
Yeah,
I want to
really
see
would
what
like
type
to-
of proposal they come up with.
Yeah, because like I live
Some
it.
dope
Right.
shit.
Right.
You know, we run out of ideas sometimes. You know.
Recycle ideas.
Girl, I don't know about
shit.
that,
But no,
but
good
you do it.
conversations.
Kudos.
Good conversations.
Oh, someone did leave a good advice. Prayer. Please pray for everything.
Get on your knees.
Oh well, yeah.
Pray. The only time you pray your knees, ladies. It's for prayer.
And the party, y'all trying to do double entendres and
It
Get
is
on your
Sunday.
knees and pray.
It is Sunday. Look at y'all.
it is
Oh,
Sunday.
man.
Lord forgive them, they don't know what they don't know.
Okay, I say good talks. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all guys.
We'll do it again next
Thank you.
week.
We'll be
Same
back next
time?
week. Yep.
Maybe you might see the same face, maybe not. You might see a whole different set of faces up here.
Never know.
But
This is gonna be good.
oh snap! This boy, author said by 2040 there will be 9 women to 1 man.
That's the second time I seen
I thought
that
that was the current statistic.
I believe that.
It's like, I thought, what's the current one?
Wait,
Ooh,
9
do we
women
have
to
time?
1 woman.
I have a comment.
man.
9 women.
Chica
to one.
said,
Up to 1 man.
Chica said, making fun
Where
of
did that come
comment. I
men.
better get
Y'all
creative.
listen. Chica said, making fun of men for being emotionally vulnerable is the reason why men are not emotionally available.
Facts.
We're punishing them for it. Hey, y'all, sorry.
Facts.
What?
I like her. Who is
No.
That's
Chica.
Chica.
That's
Chica,
Chica, girl.
Can you read that one more time so I make sure I heard it right before I say what I want to
Yes.
say?
She said, making fun of men for being emotionally vulnerable is the reason why men are not emotionally available.
That's
We're
fine.
punishing them for it.
That's
But you don't believe that. That's why I said, hey, y'all, you get that.
How is that? No, I was feeling for you guys.
I feel like
most,
it's usually men making fun of other men being
No,
emotionally
it's women.
vulnerable.
It's
No,
women.
I didn't say women don't do it, but I see a lot of men
No.
clowning their friends whenever they do be
Men
vulnerable.
do the things that they do because of women. That's just how men
I grew up with
program.
3 brothers. I have to agree.
Well,
with y'all.
seriously.
It's
When
fine.
y'all are
That
together
most
with men,
times-
y'all express yourselves differently. I can't say that.
Yeah.
I grew up
You
with
said
3
what?
brothers. I grew up with 3 brothers.
Me too. I have
So-
only brothers.
So it's like when even my homeboys, like they'll say certain stuff to their homies, but they ain't gonna say that to us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if a man be like, man, I'm sad, I'm this, they're like, man, what the fuck you say
Yes.
sad for? Like what?
I had a
That's
friend.
woman.
Who was like stressed
For
about
sure.
something. I don't want to say because they'll know who they are,
Yeah.
but they're stressed about something or whatever. He was like, "You act like a bitch." Genuinely concerned and stressed. You act like a bitch. I was like, "That's not what he needed." Then
Yeah.
he didn't need that, and it's like this tough love. Like we're guys. We're guys. Like
Oh, I was seeing a question though.
Last one.
One question for the guys. So, okay, about the proposal part, right? One of my friends kind of asked me a question about this or made a comment. He said, well, I'm going to paraphrase. So, would you guys be okay with the woman proposing to you in private versus it being publicized?
That's a good point.
If you're going to propose to me, you're going to do it in front of everybody.
You
And
want
that's-
he wants the world to know.
That's that's back and forth too. That's with the
Yeah.
same
Because-
lady. You don't want to get proposed in private. Like,
y'all be.
I do. I do. Because I don't want
Really?
people in my business. Because I feel like what's sacred is sacred. And when you have to broadcast it, is it really for you and him? Or is it for them to see how your relationship
Oh, we're trying to get
Right.
the grant. We're trying to be on
that's
What do you
where
think,
you let them
Peter?
work.
What'd you say?
What do you think though? Like, would you prefer the woman propose?
I would like, so don't ask me.
No,
You wouldn't mind?
I still feel the same way. I mean,
Okay.
if we talk about doing it public, you know, and I feel like that action shouldn't take away from that. Like if that one that person,
Okay.
do it for the gram.
As long as God is there.
Ain't gonna do it.
Because we live off of social media, do for the gram.
I know.
Now, take me to Vegas. We gonna go.
But good conversations. One last quote from Chica. Chica says, "Propose if you want to, girl. The only opinion that matters is yours and yours."
You right. You need to come on to the
Yeah.
show. You need to be on here.
It's the last
Come
one.
on, Chica.
You on next week?
You on
I'm doing the cast.
We need to meet you,
Yeah.
Chica.
I like Chica.
Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in
I like
again.
that.
We're gonna do this again next week,
Right,
same time,
like-
different topics,
So
different
drink cocoa.
situations. But yeah, good talk, man. Appreciate y'all for coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. You guys are
You
great.
can find everybody on Instagram, Miss T
At
Phelps.
Miss T Phelps, MISS.
Ooh, underscore, it's Ogochukwu. That's OGOTHEKWU.
Hey,
Okay.
and you can follow me on Instagram. I got 2 Instagrams.
Uh-oh.
My business Puffington, just Puffington, and then my personal is underscore Puffington man underscore.
Mine's Nana. Nana Azeji. Oh, yeah, it is. I think it is. It's my Instagram. Oh, it is my first and last name. Sorry. Twitter. Anyways, it's my first and last name.
It's lit. It is lit.
Oh my goodness.
But no, good conversations. We're gonna drop the Instagram handles on the chat. Y'all wanna take a look at it and whatnot. But
Yeah, thank you guys. And also, if you guys have great topics that you like to see us talk about on the platform, or you want to be a part of the platform, reach out to us on cTalk on
just DM
Instagram,
us
or
or
just DM us and we'll get in contact with you. We're open to a whole bunch of different topics, so definitely if you have great, exciting topics that you would like to see us talk about here on the panel, drop that there as well. And
Oh, yeah.
thank you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. What am I doing?
Put your Instagram.